Hey EmpowerPath family, Coach Jay Lewis here. Welcome back to EmpowerPath Academy, where we empower, encourage, and elevate the peer recovery workforce. Today, we're diving deep into a skill that is the absolute cornerstone of effective peer support: active listening. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I listen to people all day. What's so special about it? But true, active listening isn't just about hearing sounds and words. It's an art. It's about creating a space where someone feels truly seen, heard, and validated, without judgment or the rush to find a solution. It's the difference between saying "I'm listening" and proving it with your entire presence. Think about it. Most of the time, when we listen, we're not really listening to understand. We're listening to reply. Our brains are already firing, formulating our next sentence, our brilliant advice, our own related story. But in peer support, our primary role isn't to be a problem solver, it's to be a problem holder. It is to sit with someone in their struggle and let them know they are not alone in it. This is where the magic of active listening comes in, and it's a game changer for building trust and fostering genuine connection. So how do we transform from a passive hearer to an active listener? Let's break down the first key. Shift your intention from replying to understanding. The next time a peer is sharing their story, make a conscious effort to quiet your own inner monologue. Instead of thinking, "What should I say next?" ask yourself, what is the core feeling they are trying to communicate? What is the unspoken need behind their words? This simple shift in mindset moves you from being a conversational partner to being a supportive presence. You become a mirror for them, not a soundboard for yourself. This requires patience and mindfulness, but it allows the peer to fully explore their own thoughts and feelings without interruption, which is an incredibly empowering experience for them. Let's move on to our second key, which is a practical tool you can use immediately: reflective listening. This is more than just parroting back what someone said. It's about summarizing their words and, more importantly, the underlying emotion in your own words. For instance, if a peer says, "I just can't seem to get anything right. I missed my appointment, I argued with my partner, and I feel like giving up," an active listener might reflect back with, "Wow, it sounds like you're feeling incredibly overwhelmed and discouraged right now, and it's making you question everything." Do you see the difference? You're not just repeating facts, you're naming the emotion. This does two amazing things. First, it confirms to the peer that you are truly hearing them on a deeper level. Second, it helps them hear their own feelings articulated, which can bring immense clarity. It's like holding up a clean mirror so they can see themselves more clearly. Our third key is about becoming a detective of the unspoken. You have to listen with your eyes as much as your ears. Pay close attention to non-verbal cues, their tone of voice, the pace of their speech, their posture, their eye contact, or lack thereof. Emotion often leaks out in these subtle ways, even when the words say something completely different. We've all encountered someone who says, "I'm fine," through gritted teeth while staring at the floor. A passive listener takes "I'm fine" at face value. An active listener gently and respectfully observes the disconnect. Perhaps saying something like, "I hear you say you're fine, but I'm sensing there might be something more going on. No pressure to share, but I'm here if you want to talk about it." This acknowledges their full experience, not just their words, and creates a safe opening for them to be more vulnerable if they choose. And that brings us to our fourth and perhaps most underestimated key: embracing silence. In our fast-paced world, silence can feel awkward. We feel an urgent need to fill it with noise, with questions, with anything. But in a peer support conversation, silence isn't empty. It's full of potential. It's a sacred space. When you allow for a pause after a peer shares something heavy, you're giving them a profound gift. You're giving them room to breathe, to process their own thoughts, to feel their emotions without pressure. It's often in these quiet moments that the most significant insights arise. Resisting the urge to immediately jump in shows respect for their journey and communicates that you are comfortable sitting with them in their discomfort. That quiet presence can be more powerful than 1,000 words of advice. So, let's recap. Active listening is about presence over perfection. It's about understanding, reflecting, observing, and allowing for silence. It's not about having all the right answers. It's about creating a space where the peer can find their own. When someone walks away from a conversation with you feeling truly understood, that is where deep, transformative healing begins. Your challenge this week, EmpowerPath family, is to practice this. In one conversation, commit to talking less and listening more. Notice the nonverbal cues. Try reflecting back what you hear. Let a moment of silence hang in the air and see what happens. Remember, listening isn't a passive act. It's a powerful act of honoring another person's story. Thank you so much for joining me today at EmpowerPath Academy. If this training resonated with you, show some love by hitting that like button and share it with another peer professional who could benefit. Drop a comment below with "I'm listening" to commit to this practice. And of course, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our next video. Together we empower, we encourage, and we elevate. I'll see you next time.